Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Tiffany and I do powerlifting voiceovers. So we are doing some squats and some bench. We're working into a top single for squats, and I was honestly kind of scared because I think a couple of days ago or something, I think it was on Friday actually. On Friday I hit a top single of 255 on accident because I thought it was going to move super easy, but it was super fucking hard. But I retried it again looking for an RP of 7, so leaving 3 in the tank, and it moved fucking fast, like an RP 6, so you guys can take a look at that.
Alright, that's great. I visually can see myself crawling around the bar.
So I was so shocked. I was so fucking happy like 255 moved like that, because I think honestly it was, I don't really fucking know, honestly. I think front squats, adding that into my program has really helped me trust my quads and to be more forward, because I'm very posterior chain dominant, so I rely a lot on my glutes and my erectors, my hamstrings to lift the weight up, which can put a lot of low back pressure. And I also think I'm really trying to focus on bracing. Christian told me that I tend to breathe into my chest when I brace. So I was just really thinking about bracing into my belly, like my lower abs, pressing out against all areas of my belts. Because the thing with powerlifting is that once you master brace, you're gonna be a fuck ton stronger. And the thing is, a lot of people suck at bracing, and so they just rely on like, oh, I'm just weak at this. But most likely it's gonna be technique, because even though these 3 lifts are really simple, they're very hard to execute properly. There's so many things to worry about and to think about when you do these. But okay, the last set I did 5 because I was like low-key tired and I overshot my first set RPE, so I lowered the weight to 225. I did these for 7, and surprisingly it didn't look too bad. When I did these, I was like, fuck, when are these gonna end? But they actually moved pretty good. My knees do come in. I do feel really solid and comfortable in this stance, I think, though. I just don't want to play around too much. If anything, I might narrow my stance a little bit, but I'm not very sure. I think I might just keep it, just because I'm 6.5 weeks out from my competition, which is on March 20th, and warming up for a top single bench at RPE 6-7, I believe. But these also moved really great too. I implemented a new cue, but you guys can see how the 190 moves.
So like my feet are inside my hands, that's when I come out.
I don't know about that pause though.
So that pause was fine, you know, Gabe, I don't know what you're talking about. I think these just move so great. But for the back downs, I was really trying to focus on these 2 new cues that I learned from Brendan Teet's video. He also makes YouTube videos, but the first one that he said was to keep the weight on the outside of your palm and almost like really wrap and squeeze your pinky. He calls this like lateral force, because a lot of people, especially for wide benchers, it's really helpful because we're super wide, and this will help like engage and scapular retract. And basically I found that this would be really helpful because I can also feel when I'm coming up my chest adduct and like my chest working, basically, because that's the role of the chest, is to adduct your arm. So that really helped. I almost felt like I was like slingshotting the weight up. So I really like that cue, really pressing out against the outside of my palms. The second cue that I was really working on in this back down sets, not for these Larsons particularly, but is to constantly bring up my chest towards the bar as I'm throughout the whole movement, because this, he calls it active scapular retraction, but it really enforces you to use your I guess like really activate your scapula and to really focus on retracting it to keep upper back tightness. And it just makes me feel really strong, and it also like lowers, I guess like subconsciously decreases the range of motion when you're benching. But I felt so fucking solid with these. I almost thought I was like half pressing these Larsons. I was like, how the fuck? Because Larsons are really hard for me, but when I was focusing on those 2 cues, it really helped. I'll link his video down below. I've trained with him. He's a cool dude. But thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.
Oh my god. Slow down, dude. Are you kidding me?